Good afternoon. When do public speaking, are you feel afraid? If you have an anthropophobia, but don't worry, don't worry. If you are not obsessed by fear in common and regular situation, it's just a natural phobia. And we are now, so we, in our speech, we are going to talk about type of phobias and that's treatment. So it will help you it will help you understanding phobia and overcome it. This is the purpose of this speech, and we'll talk about 3 points. First, what is phobia? And in this part we will introduce the type of phobias and explain the cause of phobia. The next part is typical phobias. That one is agoraphobia. In this part, we explain symptom of this phobia and we are explain treatment of this. The rest part is acrophobia. In this part, we are progressing same in the same way of second part. Okay, now Yongga will explain the first part.
Now, let's talk about this. What is phobia? Phobia is an intense and persistent fear of certain situations, activities, things, or people. The main symptom of this disorder is the excessive and unreasonable desire to avoid the fear subset. Let's look at this video. That is a kind of phobia. The general reason of phobia is a combination of external events like a traumatic experience and each person's international predispositions like timidity or reckless. Blah 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 blah. Finally, specific phobias are fear of a single specific panic trigger such as spiders, snakes, dogs, waters, heights, flying, catching a specific illness, etc. Acrophobia is one of famous specific phobia. Now, my friends, May and Paul will talk about more information of agoraphobia and acrophobia.
Until recently, agoraphobia was defined as a fear of open space. It now also includes several other related fears, such as a fear of entering shops, fear of crowds and public places, or of traveling alone on trains, buses, or airplanes. Many agoraphobics develop the disorder after first suffering a series of panic attacks, usually in public space. The symptoms of agoraphobia include anxiety that one will have a panic attack when in a situation from which escape is not possible or is difficult or embarrassing. Some agoraphobics may experience little anxiety because they can avoid the situation that caused their phobia. Treatment usually involves desensitization or exposure therapy, which the sufferer is exposed to the source of the phobia and gradually learn to overcome the fear. Therapy is often combined with medications such as anxiety and antidepressant medication are sometimes used to help relieve the symptoms associated with phobia. Next, Paul explain acrophobia.
Okay, finally, we've spoken about acrophobia. Acrophobia is an extreme fear of heights. Blah blah blah. Then, what is the symptom? Acrophobia can be dangerous as sufferers can experience a panic attack, high place and become too frightened to get themselves down safely, blah blah blah. To treat this phobia, it is important to recognize object of fears exactly, blah blah blah.
In the last few minutes, you have gained a deeper understanding about what phobia is and two representative phobias, agoraphobia and acrophobia. I want you to remember these 3 points. First, the phobia is an intense and persistent fear of certain situations, things, or people. And then second, agoraphobia, which is one of representative phobias, is an anxiety disorder often precipitated by the fear of having a panic attack in unfamiliar places or large spaces such as shopping mall or airport. And finally, acrophobia, which is also one of representative phobia, is an extreme or irrational fear of heights. If you meet people who have have phobia in specific situations or places, don't have to laugh or overlook them, and must help them overcoming phobias. As you help them overcoming phobias, they could come out of painful swamp and be more happier. Thank you for listening.